everybody, Ira Miller here with Central Florida Farms and Land. I want to thank you so much for joining us this evening with our live stream. This live stream and this YouTube channel is dedicated to you to be able to ask any questions that you want to. And I'm ready to answer whatever questions you have, or look up some properties that you may have. We do have the ability over here to go ahead and research my MLS. And in my MLS, if we do searches, we can do cross properties, which cross properties would actually get us some agriculture property, livestock, land. Pretty much I can narrow this down to whatever it is that you're looking for. So let's see here. So horse properties. All right, so we can kind of narrow it down. Let's go over here. And then we could also look it up by farms. If you want barn features, whatever it is that you may be interested in. If you need anything in particular, paddocks, barns, center stall barns, whatever, we can definitely search for properties for you and narrow down that search, because I know a lot of you will be out there and be looking through Zillow or Realtor.com or Homes.com or whatever. Redfin is another one. So if you're not able to do the narrowing of a search like I can through this MLS, so I'm more than happy to either do that tonight for you, or if you want, you can email us, and my email address is ira@imillerrealty.com. And if you would like to set up a certain search of properties with certain criteria, then we're more than happy to set that up for you. So just let us know what we can do for you, if we can do these searches for you. In the meantime, as we go through, like I was saying, you can look, it has barn apartments in there, a barn office, center aisle barn, block barn, so if it's a pole barn, lot features, we can search by different lot features. We can even see look at this, dog run, fenced in. There's all kind, farm type, cattle farms, chicken farms, citrus, crops, horses. We can just narrow that search right down for you, and then what we'll do is, this is kind of how it works. I'll show you a little bit on how it works. So let's say you were interested in a horse farm, and you wanted a barn, and in your barn, let's say you wanted a barn apartment too, or they're called them barnuminiums these days, but you want a center aisle with, but you want it in block, and you want a barn apartment and a barn office, okay? So you're wanting all these things in your barn. All right, so, and then we want to do it in, let's say, Marion. So Marion County, there's 70 matches. Now, you might tell me, well, but I really don't want to spend more than $650,000. So I put 650,000 minus, all right? So we have 5 matches with all of those features still. So here we go. So at Greenway Farms, we have, so let me just explain this to you as well. So under my cross property search, I can search, if I click on cross property, raw land will come up, so vacant land will come up, and properties, that are residential, that are commercial, that are farms, all kind of different things will pop up when I search by cross property. So if I go back to my criteria over here, I'll show you again where we are. So we did a quick search of cross properties. In Florida, Marion County, under $650,000. So let's kind of go back and see what our results were. So Greenway Farms 2 is in Fort McCoy, and animal nature lovers take notice. Beautiful farm in private setting surrounded by the Cross Florida Greenway. So if any of you don't know about the Cross Florida Greenway, let me kind of enlighten you a little bit. So the state of Florida has actually purchased land all the way across Florida. And so if we scan out here, let me just kind of show you. It's more prevalent once you get inside the city areas. So I'll kind of zoom in here a little bit. Let me get our bearings. So you see how it goes right across Florida? They have this area right here. Let's just zoom in a little bit more. And this is your Cross Florida Greenway. So this is all the property that the state of Florida has purchased, which somebody could literally walk through all of this, bicycle ride, horseback ride, and they can go all the way across Florida and probably not even see anybody as they go across in through this greenway. So that's something pretty cool that the state of Florida has done. All right. At one point, they were going to have a cross Florida barge canal where a barge could come all the way across from the Atlantic right through the middle of Florida into the Gulf. But that project kind of blew up. So that's why, but they still have the Cross Florida Greenway there. All right, so yeah, we can go ahead and do all that for you, and we're more than happy to do that. And if there's anything in particular, we're there for you. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for joining my YouTube channel, and hopefully you're all subscribers. I can see how many people that are visiting us right now, so I see that I have 8 people tonight. So I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us. We'd really like to grow this live stream as much as possible. So if you want to tell your friends and family to join us. Also, if you have any questions, that's another reason why we're here. We are here to answer any questions you may have about any farms in and around this Central Florida area. Myself personally, I deal in farms and acreage in, Sumter County, Lake County, Marion County, and some Citrus County, some Levy County, and some Hernando County. So all those areas are basically in this, I'll show you here a little bit where we deal. So we probably Denellen, Inverness, even up in Gainesville. So the Williston area, Micanopy's up there in Gainesville, as you can see. Zoom back in a little bit, but yeah, we kind of come all the way down into the Webster area, Center Hill, Bushnell. Don't go really as far as Brooksville or Floral City. We kind of limit ourselves along Highway 41 to the east side of all of that. Lake Panasoffkee for sure. Rutland, we'll go. So I think that's a very wide area in which we can be of assistance to you. So just let me know what it is that you're interested in, and we can find that property for you. So that was kind of let's see, that was cross properties. So if we go back here, if we go back to where we were, let me go out of here. All right, you see where it says cross property, single line up here? We can definitely narrow it down to just vacant land. We can narrow it down to just residential property. And if you're looking for farms or something like that, then we can go ahead and we will do the cross property and look for farms for you. All right. But I just wanted you to see how powerful this search engine is and how we can really help you out with finding property for you. All right, so we're going to come back here. All right, so listen, I'd really like to answer some questions. So if any of you have any questions for me, I'd definitely like to go ahead and see what kind of questions you have, and that's what we're here for, really. And so if you can feel like you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat line here, and I can go ahead and look down here on my computer and I can see whatever chats you have. And if we don't have any right now, we're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about the YouTube channel, I guess. So we'll go over here. And go to our channel. So this is where I'm sure most of you have discovered our YouTube channel, and this is also what I really like to put on here, and what I'd like to really dedicate this channel for is for sale by owners. And so that's what I do. I go around, and I travel around. In my travels, I'll look for sale by owners, and then I'll contact the owner and ask if we can go ahead and do a video on their property. This one here, this 120 acres for sale by owner in Anthony. We put that on 2 weeks ago. We have gotten 454 views on that. And I also found 10 acres. Now, this is very close to the, this right here. Let me just make sure that. So I went out there, saw it, stopped the car, and did kind of an impromptu video on this property here. Now, I didn't go all the way back I didn't have permission to be on the property, so I just stood out there and talked about a little bit about the property and kind of where it was located. But I did call up the owners and told them I'd like to do a video. And when I did it, I saw that there was a little lake, well, pond back there on that 10 acres as well. So I probably need to go back there and supplement that video a little bit and show you a little bit more, because as you saw before, it there was a, well, let me go back. See, there's a little road behind me. I didn't want to take my car down that road. Plus it had that sign that said posted there, so I didn't want to violate too much by going all the way out on that property. All right, but that's what I do. I actually found another one in my travels, and let's see, I have it. What I do is I just kind of take pictures, and as I take pictures, I will then make a phone call. And let's see. This will be an exclusive if I can find this particular. That's pretty cool. At Rainbow. That was out in front of my house there. Let's see. I know I got it. Well, it's probably back here actually, quite a ways. See, what's this one? Oh, that's my island. I have an island for sale. All right, so here's that for sale. That was that 10 acres that I just showed you there. And before that, this is another one, or for sale by owner, that I have to, but you can see what I do. I go around getting these signs and then calling the people up and asking if I can take, I'm going to send this to some of my peeps here so we can go ahead and make some calls. So if you would bear with me a little bit, I will, I'm going to send that just as a reminder. I have to call those people up, see if I can get over there and make another for sale by owner video. But that's kind of what I want to dedicate this channel to, are for sale by owners, because where else are you going to be able to find for sale by owners and pictures or videos of these for sale by owners? So that's what I want to try to dedicate this channel up here to. So big shout out to Pedro. Hey Pedro Lopez, thank you for joining us this evening. I appreciate it. And if you have any questions for me, Pedro, or if you're looking for any kind of property or whatever, let me know, because like I said, I'm all over the whole central part of Florida. I do have, I don't know if you can see this little monitor over here. That is, I Am Realty. That's my brokerage that I have. And let's see here. Okay, that was my assistant. So I have a bunch of assistants. Anyways, I'm looking for land with a house in Ocala. Here, I tell you what too. a guy named Anthony asked me, he called me once to put 3 houses together, manufactured homes or site-built homes around the Ocala National Forest. I thought Fort McCoy would be a great place for this guy. So that's what we're doing. We're actively looking for, we set him up on what's called an auto email. And Pedro, if you want to go ahead and send me an email with what you're looking for and how much you want to spend, it's at ira@imillerrealty.com. Then I'll go ahead and set you up on this right here. So let's see, where are we? And Christian, if you want to go ahead and put that email address up there for him, I would greatly appreciate that. There we are. Okay, so here's what I can do. And just going back to, let's say, that search with the barns, that example that we did here. If somebody wanted exactly what I kind of just as an example did here, what I would do is I'd put save, and then I would put new auto email right there. Now, to save a new auto email, I would go ahead and create a new contact, put your first name, last name, your email address, and then your phone number up here just for me. Nobody else would see it. And then what I would do is I would say farms in Ocala with a barnuminium. How's that? And that's kind of how we set up that search. And then we would go down, it'll send you a welcome email, and then, oops, and then I would save it and send it off to you. And then you would get that one list of all of those properties that I just had up there. I think there were 5. And then anytime another property hit the market in the MLS, you would instantly get sent an email. So you are right on the cutting edge there of listings coming out. And as soon as I got it, probably within seconds, you would get it in your email. So that's how powerful this tool is. So if you are okay, so there you go. We just said if you are interested, please let us know what your criteria are. You can call our office, there's our number, or email us, and there's our email address. So just email me with all your information. We'll put it in the MLS auto email search, and then boom, you'll get a whole list of properties, and then you'll still automatically get properties sent to you. No more having to search on Zillow or Trulia or Realtor.com or anything like that. So this is a great tool to help you. And let me just say that, this is Florida, and there's a lot of people looking for property in Florida. And as soon as a property, home, land, property, whatever, hits the market, people are looking. People are looking pretty much every day, and the good ones sell fast. So here's what we do. I kind of explained a little bit about, I go around looking for sale by owners. But I also go out, and when we do these auto email searches, if you see a property that you're interested in and you think it might be one that you would want to buy, let me know immediately, and I will go right out and do a video. If it's just raw land, I'll go ahead and send the drone up there and take a picture of the land with the drone. Also, we'll go on the property too as well, you know, right from land level as well, not just the air, and send you a video of this property, and I'll kind of narrate it. I'll talk about the ground. I'll talk about, you know, if it's a hay field, what kind of hay it is, just like that 120 acres that I brought up over here. Yeah, or right here, this 120 acres. This has a hay field to it. So there's your hay field, right? And that's where I sent the drone up. And the drone's coming back from the back of the property now. But all this is a hay field. I think it's coastal hay. So we'll show you what that property looks like, the borders of it. This has a round pen, has a barn, has a manufactured home on it. So this was a real nice find for me in particular. I think it's $2.5 million for 120 acres. What does that equate to? So divided by 120 is a little over 20,000 an acre. But that's pristine land. If you look at that, that's a beautiful piece of property right there. So there's a road leading up to it. That's just kind of showing you surrounding properties as well, but that's the property right below you. And then up there in the foreground, that's North Marion High School, just showing you kind of the close proximity of where the high school is. And then out in the distance is Highway 301. 301 goes through the whole state of Florida. So we'll pause that. So it's a great location. You know, it was right by the split where 441 goes to Gainesville, 301 goes up to goes to I-10, and I-10 will go to Tallahassee to the west and Jacksonville to the east. So it's a good location for that 120 acres. So if you're looking for some income with some hay fields, I think probably half of that, about 60 acres of it, was all coastal hay. And then the other half was kind of a horse farm with the barn, round pen, paddocks, and manufactured home. It also has some RV sites on there as well. Let's see what else. All right, so Pedro's saying I would like to be in an area where I could breed Pasofino horses. So a lot of Pasofino farms in Ocala for sure. So I don't know if you're looking to be around farms with other Pasofinos, but we could definitely help you with that. Just like I said, give us your particulars, give us your parameters, what it is you'd want to pay, how much property you want, kind of what do you want, on the property, a barn, paddocks, round pen, whatever. So, like I said, we're here for you. All right, so what else can we say? So I've talked about our YouTube channel up here. And if you're not yet a subscriber, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you as a subscriber. We'd also like to have more viewers on our live stream. So if you'll go ahead and, tell people about us, if you'll send people our YouTube channel, we would love for you to share our YouTube channel with people. And we'd love to be able to keep this live stream going. So, and I'm watching because I know, like I said, I can watch my analytics here, which is in front of me, and see how many people are here. I see I'm down to 5 people on my live stream here, and I'd like to go for at least an hour. But if I don't have a little bit more participation, some questions, requests, I can sit here and probably just babble all night, but I'm sure you don't want to hear me do that. You'd rather just, want me to kind of give you some relevant information, right? So tonight, we're going to kind of cut it short, I guess. It's 6:30, and we like to do this once a month. And the middle of the month, it's usually either the second or third Monday of the month. And we'll go ahead and we will put a notification on Friday that we're having our live stream. But this live stream is for you. It's to go ahead and provide information for you, to search for properties for you. It's to, answer questions for you. So just please keep coming back and telling your friends about us. And we want to grow this and keep it going. So Pedro, I really appreciate you and your questions and your interest in us helping you find property for Pasafinos. And we're more than happy to help. We have 2 agents in our office that speak Spanish. And so if there's anybody out there that's a little limited and need someone to speak Spanish with them, we have Nina and we have Joanna. So both of them speak fluid Spanish and would be more than happy to work with you and find you exactly what you're looking for. So Nina's on vacation this week. She's down in the Florida Keys at mini lobster season, down there getting what they call the bugs down in the Florida Keys down there, and she'll be back next week. All right, so we'll go ahead. In the meantime, we'll be searching for properties for Pedro. And if we can search for properties for you too, send us that email. Our information's right there, or give us a call. If you call this week, you'll probably be talking to Joanna. She's filling in for Blakely this week because my assistant Blakely is actually down there in the Keys with Nina. So I'm holding the fort down here. Me and Joanna and my daughter Jamie are holding the fort down on that side, and then I have Christian and Zach on the video and IT side holding the fort down. So we have a lot of support here in this office, and we'd love to help you. So just let us know what we can do for you. Like I said, we're here for you. We're going to take and put this video on our YouTube channel, so if anybody wasn't able to watch it and might be looking for, or if you want to go back and remember, maybe you didn't catch something that we said before, we will go ahead and post this to our YouTube channel. Okay, so we're going to sign off. I appreciate you all. Thank you for coming and watching our video. We look forward to seeing you in about a month, and we really thank you for joining us this evening. So y'all have a good evening, and we'll see you next month.